Universal-Motown, new inspired superstar artist. I've been in the game. I've been doing music for probably about, I want to say, probably about 14 years now. I've been in the industry for about a year and a half now, or going on 2 years now, doing my thing with Universal. You know, they picked me up, started key player music, and my thought process going on, like, write songs. I do a lot of the stuff that's based off of, like, what I see day to day, personal experiences, maybe experiences that my friends or family or somebody that went through that I could probably grasp the inspiration from and write something about that, or just things that I see day to day, or just stuff that I know that people need to hear about, and that's what starts me to write.
Okay. As far as your getting into the industry, how long have you been singing and songwriting, and what is the road that you had to travel to get to where you are right now?
I've been, actually, to start off, like when I was first started doing music, I probably was about 13, 14 years old. And at that time, like, I didn't even really like singing. Like, I used to rap before I sang. I was in a rap group, me and my partners, about 8 of us, 9 of us, a little rap group called Keep It Clean, doing high school talent shows and stuff like that. And in church, like, my mom had me in the church choir and all that other stuff, but I didn't sing in the church choir. I used to just lip sing because singing was for suckers to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was from Oakland, California. It wasn't about none of that type of stuff. But, you know, as I played around with it, like, played around with singing and rapping, I started growing a love for it, you know what I'm saying? Because, for one, I felt like I can do it, and I was thinking that this would be a way to provide for my family, growing up through, like, the struggles and stuff that we had coming up as a kid, you know what I'm saying? And the girls liked it, too. You know what I'm saying? when the girls like it, when you win with them, you all the way in, you know, and after that, like, when I finally took a journey, probably in about 2002, made my journey from Oakland, California to Atlanta. I had a hard road because I was supposedly enrolling in school, Morehouse College or whatever, but due to financial, you know what I'm saying, situations, we didn't really have the funding or whatever to keep me in school. So I was from pillar to post trying to figure out what I needed to do. Didn't have no financial aid, but me being a go-hard person and a hungry person, with anything I do, I sucked it up. You know, family couldn't pay for stuff, so I ended up being homeless out here, staying with friends and family. You know what I'm saying, staying in an abandoned house that my cousin so-called owned, really didn't own. Hole in the roof in the Georgia winter. I'm sleeping in clothes, you know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff like that, just to stay afloat and survive. And you know, when I met my A&R to this day, Sean Harris, shout out to him. He had an office that he had, and I told him, like, you know what I'm saying, if to do this music thing, so I could keep my mind set, I need a place to stay or whatever. So he let me stay in his office. So I got an air mattress, sleeping in the office floor, like, but just staying focused, knowing the long-term goal, what I was trying to do, kept me afloat, you know what I'm saying, and just thinking that I know I'm going to be all right, you know what I'm saying, whatever you put your mind to, you can do, and that's what my mama told me, and it was nothing that I couldn't do, so I just stepped to what I was doing, and now I'm here with the music.
Cool. I guess you coming from that experience, you know, being homeless and having to struggle to survive, I guess that helps you with your drive and your passion to continue to do what you have to do. But have there ever been a time where you wanted to quit, you wanted to give up, you thought it was just, you know?
Plenty of times I wanted to quit because I was looking at it like, man, I've been doing this for a long time, and I feel like nothing's happening for me, you know what I'm saying? And it was nobody I can turn to. I felt like everybody saw me, everybody got a shot, but then it was like, just keep going, don't stop. Like, if you stop, you're a quitter and you're going to give up. And I never was a quitter, so I just continued and fought until, like, situations just start getting better and better, more people hearing, more people noticing. So I figured if I can get 10 people, I can get 20 people, then I can start turning this into something to where if I got a following, I can probably generate money for myself. So then I start getting business-minded. Well, okay, if these people like these 3 songs, let's put these 3 songs on the CD, sell these 3 songs for $3, you know what I'm saying, and continue that around the AUC, Spelman, Clark, Morehouse, which provided some money for me so I can eat, you know what I'm saying, and take care of myself, but it still wasn't enough, but it still kept me going and kept me humble, and that drive to say keep grinding and keep doing it, because pretty soon you will be the millionaire, trillionaire, billionaire, or whatever that you vision in your mind, and I have visioned myself being a bigger person, a bigger star than what I was before it even happened with everything. So I just kept following that vision and that goal that I had, and I'm still following it. And it's a dream, you know what I'm saying? When doing the music stuff, you want to follow your dream, and I feel like this is my dream, and I feel like I don't want to be waking up, like, because if it's my dream, I just want to stay asleep and just keep dreaming while I'm living what I'm doing.
Definitely. Well, I guess that's a segue into the money part of my interview questions, and you mentioned, selling the CDs and for $3. I mean, what other type of advice can you give to up-and-coming artists, as far as financial advice, how to continue to, be able to make a little money here, make a little money there, ways to do that?
Ways to do that, for one, I would say, if you feel like your music, first it start with a product. If you feel like your product is hot enough to where you would want to invest into yourself, don't be afraid to get a job and work or something like that to help support yourself, because if nobody else gonna do it, you gotta figure out a way to do it yourself. And if it takes working 2 and 3 jobs, you know what I'm saying? I even had a job, and I'm damn near about to look for a job. You know what I'm saying? If the label don't start picking it up, but it's like it get like that. People think, okay, if I can just get a deal, I'm gone. I get that money, I'm gone. But that ain't the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard work, and if you're not willing to work hard at anything you're doing to even provide for yourself, then it's gonna be a hard road. So I say, get to work them 9 to 5 jobs, and on the side still do your music. If you're doing 20 or 30% and working, put that other 70% or 80% into your music too, and keep grinding it out. And pretty soon, eventually, it'll pay off. As much money, you know what I'm saying, it takes to spend money to make money. You know what I'm saying? So the money you put out, longevity, long term, you never know. It could be that much greater in return. So it's just grind it out.
Yeah. It's funny you mention it, is because, I mean, some people think it's an embarrassment, though. You know what I mean? If you so-called, signed to a label, but yet I walk into Macy's and I see him in the men's department working, you know what I mean?
As a matter of fact, I used to work at Macy's in Greenbrier Mall.
Okay.
I was working at Macy's. I was the clerk on the dock, like in the back. I had to take the clothes out at night, put them to the floor, you know what I'm saying? Clean up hangers and racks and stuff like that. But in my mind, I feel like I'm no bigger than anybody else, whether I'm a star or whether I'm a regular person. Like, we all human beings, so like, it's do what you got to do to take care of yourself. It's not about impressing the next person. It's about making sure you feel good about yourself. And if you feel good working at 9 to 5 and cleaning up or whatever you're doing, and taking care of yourself and still doing your passion and what you love, you're going to be all right, regardless.
When you do start getting those stacks,
Yeah.
do you have any business plans as far as starting your own businesses, investing?
Yeah, I wanna invest in like neighborhoods and stuff, for things for the youth, for things for kids, for the youth, because it starts with the youth and coming up. Like, there's not enough stuff for the youth to do these days, and which means they leave it, like the media and the government, everybody leave it up to the artists and these musicians and stuff like that to be role models and such. When people really, you know what I'm saying, they can look up to the people that's in the neighborhoods, the people that's taking care of things, that's really making stuff happen, put like recreation centers, music centers, sports centers, all type of stuff for the kids to have fun, instead of just looking up to the neighborhood dope man and stuff like that, because I've experienced that, you know what I'm saying, and there wasn't a lot of things around like that. So doing stuff like that, I would like to help people that's been homeless or that is homeless, because I've been through it. I know how I feel to not be able to eat, to have $1 and to figure out what can I get for this dollar for a meal that's gonna so I can eat, not just saying I have a snack, because you need to eat as a human being. Like, so